Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are doing something a little bit different. Normally on this channel we do some anime music, we do some game music, but today, as I said in a video update that I did on Boxing Day, day after Christmas, that we're going to be branching out a little bit more this year, and today we're going to be looking at a song by the world famous composer Hans Zimmer. And the song's called Time, and it's from the movie Inception. So now we're going to be looking at some film scores now, and I'm very, very excited to do this. This is from the live performance that they did in Prague. I know the song. I've not seen this performance. I do like seeing live performances because you can see other little things and talk about little things. I like a live performance, so we're going to get into this and react to this in a second. But before we do that, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. And also, if you enjoy the idea of doing more film scores and things like that, definitely give it a like. But also let me know what other films we should look at. Any more from Hans Zimmer or John Williams or anything like that. I don't know if we get away with John Williams on the channel. That might get copyright struck, but we'll have to. I'll give it a go. But let me know in the comments below and we'll have a little look. But having said that, let's get into this video then. So, so I think we should just get straight into the reaction stuff, and I'll stop and talk about a few things as and when we get to them, but I think this is going to be quite an experience. All right, here we go. So we're going to be listening and reacting to Time by Hans Zimmer from the movie Inception in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so I think one thing that Hans Zimmer does really, really well is build atmosphere. And although we've got these simple chords he's starting out, and they're iconic, the intro is iconic, like you recognize it immediately. But you can hear underneath it is like there's a long held sort of, I don't know whether it's, I'm trying to listen to what it is. It's almost like light strings, or maybe it's a keyboard or vocals kind of playing the same sort of chords underneath, but it's just holding it long. And it's kind of swelling. It's almost like it's adding, it's almost like it's reverberating. It's not reverb, but it's like adding that reverb. It's kind of creating a space. It's adding the atmosphere, as I say. All right, before we get into it, because it's going to start building a little bit more. Look, if you've watched this channel before, you know how much I love the instrument, the cello. It just adds so much depth to the sound whilst being, that's just a beautiful sounding instrument. Like that deep, long legato string sound is just, it's so atmospheric. It's quite, it adds kind of like that gracefulness that you get from like a violin, but with that depth to give it kind of like that sorrowfulness, or that kind of more dramatic build to it, that kind of depth in the mix, which is just really, really nice. And you can kind of start to hear the percussion kind of underlying a little bit more, and the song starting to kind of build up a little bit more from the same sort of motifs that we've had already, but just slowly building, slowly building. It's really, it's great. It's just great. Oh man! All right, all right, all right. Like, that swell of the strings coming in and then just quietly disappearing. Really great control of the instruments to control the volume of it, of course. But it's like waves. It's like wave coming over you and pulling you in and then just washing away off of you. It sounds absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now this is really, really nice for several reasons. It's kind of the guitar is very much contrasting in terms of the kind of the sound that we've had. We've got this very classical orientated sound, and then to add this kind of more modern electric guitar sound is very kind of nice, and how it sits on top of it. It's playing quite high notes, so it sits on top of the mix, pierces through quite nicely, and it's quite like little staccato notes as well, and the rest of it underneath is just swelling legato notes all the way through. So this is quite a nice mix, and it's also nice that obviously when you're Hans Zimmer, you can get Johnny Marr of the Smiths, a very famous guitarist, to come in and do the guitar part for you, which is obviously very, very nice indeed. Fucking hell. I don't usually swear on these videos. I try not to, but god damn. I've gotten chills about 6 times just watching this. Just how everything blends beautifully together. Beautifully together. It's so well, composed, which you would expect, obviously. That's a bit of a given. What I think Hans Zimmer does well, and well, what he does well is everything, but what he does especially well is to be able to create a song that matches the atmosphere of the cinematic experience, particularly the thematic experience of the film. Now, we could look at other examples perhaps in the future of, like, The Dark Knight would be a great example to look at. But to create this kind of hugely dramatic sound, it kind of washes over you in waves. It's kind of like, and obviously we know, I haven't seen Inception in a long time, to be honest, but we know it's about that kind of different layers of reality and dreams and so on and so on. And that kind of, this different wave is like a different level, like a different level. It's this hugely epic story, and we've got these massive horns to kind of showcase the breadth of this kind of journey through it. And I think it just really, really suits the film and the scale of the film perfectly. Nolan films are, as we know, absolutely huge. And it's no wonder that Nolan has only used Hans Zimmer for his films. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay, what I love about this is, well, we're keeping with the same sort of motif all the way through, but it's been stripped right back. And it's now very bare. And that really kind of brings forward that kind of softness, and that kind of innocence, within, you know, humanity and the characters in it and so on. Pulls it back really nicely. But what I really enjoy about this performance in particular is how them two, obviously Hans Zimmer and the violinist, are just so in sync, but not just in sync because they're great musicians, but because they're enjoying the experience of playing this song. You can see it with everyone as well. It's not just these two. I'm just speaking about these two because they are on the screen right now. But everyone is just in the music, and it's wonderful to watch. Oh. He's done all that, Hans Zimmer, and he's still got time to conduct at the end and get everyone. You can tell who's in charge, can't you? Yeah, that's funny. That's really funny. I don't usually go back, but obviously, I'll quickly just say I really like that kind of effect that they do at the end. It's kind of like waking up. You know, it makes a lot of sense for the film. But I want to kind of go back and look. Although I don't usually go back, but I want to go back and look here. Start here, bit further back, where it goes all isolated. Now, what's interesting, I think it's with a lot of famous composers, is how does this song relate in their mind, you know? And I think it's interesting to look at his face here, because I think his idea of what these chords mean and what these notes mean kind of appear on his face. So it's like that causes a bit of a question, perhaps, something like that. Answer? Maybe? It depends how you interpret it, but it's very interesting. Obviously, there's no right or wrong answer. Yeah, I think that's just they finished the show with that. I think that's probably a good song to finish the show on. And I think it's probably time we finish this video. So, I mean, look, we knew it was going to be good. Like, it's not exactly surprising. But it was, yeah, this is, you know, he's at the top of the game for a reason, you know. But a phenomenal performance, just wonderful music, wonderful music. So, let me know what you thought of, you know, this and his work in the comment section below. Also, let me know what we should do next. Could be anything now, anything. Suggest anything in the comment section below, and we'll have a little look at add it to the playlist. If you enjoyed the video, please do like it and subscribe to the channel as well. I'd really appreciate that. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.